What's up, guys? BC going back at you guys with yet another fantastic installment of BC Talks. Today, I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend, the Theflaminbee.
Bees.
How you
That's
doing?
I've only even though I have just one toy review. I make that I'm gonna make that a trend in every review. Every time my intro like this is flaming bees. That's definitely a trend that I'm gonna continue. And some pretty bad, but I guess funny bee related puns. Like let's see what the buzz is about. And this flaming bee is buzzing out. I just need to get a better camera. I had to borrow my little brother's camera to do that one review I've done.
Yeah, cameras are usually nowadays. But anyways, this time for BC Talks, since I am very late to the party on this, we're talking Toy Fair 2017, which is honestly an event I look forward to every year, even though this year, for me personally, was kind of disappointing. But I will get into that once we actually start to get rolling. Now, before I just dive right in and start talking about the things that we're going to be talking about, I'm going to make something clear right now.
Huh?
Anything that is not related to the robots in disguise warriors is getting skipped. So therefore, if anybody wants to know what my thoughts are on Combiner Force, like the actual main gimmick for this season, you'll have to find out in a separate video. But bearing this in mind, anything else pretty much goes. Movie, Titans Return, already Warrior class. That is what we're covering as far as what Toy Fair showed us. So without further ado, let us go into the Infinite Hallway! Can it be seen?
Oh yeah.
Okay, perfect. Now, first things first, we're starting off with toys from the last night. The official images for the last night toys. And clearly enough here, we start with who was honestly the weakest Dinobot to come out of Age of Extinction, which from the looks of things, nothing's changed other than his colors.
Yeah.
As much as I love the colors, I feel like this is kind of a bit of a scumbag move.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Slash, like just as a whole? Do you have him, or?
I don't have to figure. I personally, as a collector, even though I do have income, they're not my. I just stick with figures that have appeared in a particular TV show or movie or that kind of thing. Slash,
Okay,
even though there was concept art for the movie, he was going to be able to scrapped. I decided to not go and go ahead and get it. What's up with his feet? Why does he have like Beast Machine's Black Arachnia feet going on? Like, real like. Are his feet just transformed for the stock the photo or what?
yes, his feet are mistransformed. They actually flip up.
Okay. I was gonna say.
Yeah, because if you look right there where the finger's pointing, that's a rivet.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know how. Okay, yeah. Now that I see the Raptor mode, that actually does look kind of cool. It looks pretty cool. I was crazy about the original color scheme. I was like,
the garish color scheme on the original one was just blech. Now, of course,
yeah, it looks like a Jurassic Park toy.
It kind of does look like that, and I didn't cover really very much of the Age of Extinction line, and there's a lot of it I do want to cover, but clearly enough, the Dinobots are not one of them. But that's a separate rant. We're moving on. The Raptor mode. The Raptor mode is where this mold clearly wins. It's such a cool looking Raptor, and the fact that we're getting it in movie style colors, this looks fucking awesome.
I have to agree. I actually just might get it. Might.
Like, honestly, you don't buy these Dinobots for their robot mode. You bought these because you wanted the Dino modes.
I actually have my Dinobots explain their robot modes. To be honest.
I did too, but as time went on, I'm like, yeah, I'm flipping you guys back into Dino mode. Anyways, moving on. This isn't. It's he's not a straight repaint, but he's not a new figure. Like I'm very torn with this. I like the colors,
Me too.
and overall, I liked the mold. But the fact that it's a reshell bugs me. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do like it. I mean, the color scheme. While I was like, initially, I'm actually starting to like it. But at the same time, I just feel like this line is like, while they do have some new molds for figures, I just feel like they're just Hasbro's being a little bit lazy. That's being nice about it. I mean, it's just a bunch of repaints or retools of the main Autobot cast, or just like, hey, it's a new character. So I might get this. I might. Even though I already have Drift, amazing figure, by the way. I don't know what I would do with, although I do have some extras of like some movie figures, which even then, like, because I don't have infinite shelf space, I just keep them stored. The extras stored.
Yeah.
I actually like the vehicle mode.
Yeah, the vehicle mode is actually kind of where this new retool really shines. The vehicle mode looks really, really good. But at the same time, bear in mind, this is a shell former.
Mm-hmm. Really cool one, though.
So, yeah, the vehicle mode, I don't really talk much about vehicle modes, especially in my reviews, because honestly, the vehicle doesn't do much.
Yeah.
So with that said, let's move on. Wow, that.
Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty happy with my slag figure that I have. Not really crazy about the color scheme.
And that's where our opinions very much vary. Because I dig these colors on this mold. Like, yeah, it looks a little weird on the robot mode. I will definitely admit that. But where this mold's colors wins, just like on Slash, is the Dino mode.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right. Actually, it does work for the Dino mode. What bugs me the most about the stock photo for the robot mode is that the front dino legs are just work tabbed in. I'm like, oh my god.
Exactly. It looks a little weird, but I can guarantee you once we get it in hand and it's all fully transformed, nothing's hanging off.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure we'll look at those a little differently. But as of right now, we get what we get. Now this took me by utter surprise. The Last Night Deluxe squeaks.
I want that.
For those of us that didn't watch that trailer, I'm sorry, but this is spoiler territory. The part in the Last Night trailer where we see Megatron holding him in the air by his head makes me want this figure that much more. It's a stupid reason to want this, dude, but Damn it, I'm justifying it. That just I need to replicate that at some point. How do you feel about Squeaks?
As a character, I'd like to see what they're gonna do with him as a character. Like if they're gonna make him basically just be like, you know how Bumblebee is like pretty much the face of the Bayformers universe in terms of promotional material, toys, etc. I feel like comparing him to Star Wars and R2D2, Squeaks may end up being the BB-8 of this movie.
Yeah, I can understand that. Now there's his little scooter mode, which is totally awesome, even though you can clearly see his arm right there.
Eh.
Like if I'm going to complain about anything with the vehicle mode, that's an eyesore.
Yeah, I still dig it.
Yeah.
Seeing this figure reminds me of Wheelie, of the Revenge of the Fallen Wheelie. I really wish I didn't miss out on it. Wish I at least nabbed the Legend class figure. But, so I guess to avoid a potential repeat of this, like in terms of smaller robot characters.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna get my hands on that, assuming my area doesn't get poor distribution. It's like a toy distribution famine wherever I go.
Yeah, that tends to be the thing, isn't it? So bearing all this in mind,
Yeah.
the next figure,
Yeah.
I believe his name is Steelbane. Yeah, I believe his name is Steelbane, quote unquote, the first knight. Which I'm sorry, but that's a stupid tagline. Now, I have a thing here. I'm going to, for this one specifically, I'm going to go from robot to dragon, just in one straight take. Robot mode, I dig it. I love the royal, like I love how he literally looks like a knight. I love the whole giant shoulder pauldrons, the leg greaves, the chest panel, the knight looking head, and how the wings kind of look like they could come together and form a cape on his back.
Right.
The robot mode has so much cool stuff going on.
I can probably see this thing being repainted. The Beast Wars Megatron.
What the fuck is this? like for real.
Like a Harry Potter dragon that got turned into a cyborg.
Just, what the fuck is this? We get such an awesome looking robot out of it, but the dragon is just, what in the fuck is this? I mean,
and the foot, what looks like a foot on the tail.
Exactly, and like now I realize there are different types of dragons. I 100% understand that. I'm not bagging on the type of dragon. I'm bagging on the fact that this is a stupid looking dragon mode.
And personally, I think he may actually look like that because he probably mistransformed, but it's just a theory. And he has
honestly, the dragon mode I feel could be better, but at the same time, this is just promotional imaging right now. I can't say for certain whether or not the dragon mode sucks. But anyway, yeah. Before I cut you off again, I'm sorry. Go on.
What?
I said before I cut you off again. Go on ahead.
Oh, I think we were having internet. I was having internet issues. But anyway, I noticed that he has a foot on his tail and a foot on the back of his neck. So it's like, why do you have feet on your tail and the back of your neck? I was trying to come up with something clever. Clearly, I'm flat. Yeah, it's almost like a Beast Hunter's figure, like Bayformers-ified. That's the type of vibe.
Yeah, but here's the thing: the Beast Hunters figures I feel it's a complete reverse here, where the Beast Hunters figures, a lot of the Predacons They had they had okay, and some were pretty good in their robot modes, but where they were killing it was the fucking dragon modes. The dragon mode looked badass. It's just not the same here. Again,
Oh yeah.
I'm going to reiterate this just one final time. This is just a pre-image. Like, we're getting a first look at it. I'm pretty sure once we all have it in hand, we're gonna like it a little bit more.
Yeah, probably.
So with that said, let's move on to the next figure.
Hey, another Grimlock.
Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. When Age of Extinction was first coming out, and they showed this and the leader class toy, take one guess which one I preferred.
Leader class?
Yes, I vastly preferred the leader class, and I will to this day defend that toy.
Oh, me too. I agree.
You can make fun of how the dino mode ended up turning out. You can make fun, you can poke, you can nag at it all you want. If there's anything that I know for a fact that figure did right, is when you put that bitch in his T-Rex mode or his robot mode, he looked intimidating.
Oh yeah.
Where the Voyager did not.
Yeah, the Voyager's like his nerdy little brother trying to be like his big brother. Like, hey, Grimlock, I'm tough and scary like you. Rawr!
And then Grimlock just looks at him like, "We Grimlock don't know you," and then just walks off.
Wait, big brother, don't leave me stuck behind here.
But yeah, anyways, getting off the jokes a little bit. This is essentially what I feel is in, like, it's not a mediocre toy, but at the same time, it's not an amazing toy. It's a pretty decent toy, but really good color scheme.
Oh yeah. I do like the color scheme a heck of a lot better.
Yes, this is a color scheme that I honestly wish the leader had.
Oh yeah. Well, if you wanted that, you had to throw $100 or two. Rather than get the Japanese one.
Yeah, which honestly, I'm not okay with that.
I only would if I were very, very desperate.
Exactly.
Which that's what I did with the Weird Wolf.
Now, of course, this is the dino mode. There's the robot. Unlike the first two dinos that we got our first look at, Grimlock looks amazing in these colors in robot mode.
Oh, I agree.
He like the dino mode. I have issues with it, but it looks good in the colors. But when you get this one in the robot mode, these colors are perfect.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the only thing that I can nitpick, the eyes. The robot eyes need to be red.
Oh yeah, that's the color they were in the movie.
Exactly, that's the color they were in the movie. By God, I want them on the fucking toy.
Uh-huh.
But anyways, before I get off on any more random tangents, we're moving on.
Another shelf warmer. Assuming it's not going to end up becoming one of those scarce figures. Yeah.
Now, see, here's my thing with this. I kind of dig this.
You know what? Me too.
The more I look at this, the more I'm like, I dig the way this looks. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. But like, I dig Bee's new look in the movie, and I dig the way it's looking in toy form right now. Now, of course.
I thought this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, now, of course, this is a figure that we have had before, technically, but I can tell that they're doing enough to it to where it feels like a different toy. And, you can tell, like, you can honestly tell, like, they're, like, this is a Bumblebee toy that's really trying here. Will it succeed or will it fail? That's honestly up to the final product.
Yeah. I used to have the new Camaro mode Bumblebee from Age of Extinction. It broke, so I was thankfully able to get a refund for it. So is this like an extensive retool of that figure?
No. Based off what I'm seeing here, this is an extensive retool of the Dark of the Moon Deluxe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely do see some familiar elements.
Yes, I see the familiar. Wait a minute. No, 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 no. This might be an extensive retool of the Age of Extinction muscle car form that he had in the
I never,
beginning of Extinction. That's what this is looking. That's what this is looking more like.
yeah, I never got that figure because I'm like, yeah, I already have too many Bumblebees,
Dude,
or I used to until I sold off as many of the extras that I had that I could live without.
you should have got that entirely for the vehicle mode. The vehicle mode is really nice. The robot mode,
Yeah. I really wish Hasbro gave us Stinger instead of be like, you know what? Let's have our buddies over in Japan sell it and see how many Americans are desperate enough to pay a fortune for it.
I'm not buying that Stinger, especially since I already got a custom version made.
Don't even get me started on Soundwave and Wheeljack.
We're moving on.
Okay.
Before we become angry nerds, we're moving on.
Nerds!
Crosshairs. I'm really hoping this is a retool, but it's starting to kind of become rather evident that he's a repaint.
Yeah.
And
now he comes with two guns.
yeah, like, fair enough there. He comes with two guns. I'm happy about that, but damn it, man. I was really hoping that Crosshairs was going to be that one movie character who would get the Revenge of the Fallen Optimus Prime treatment, where his first deluxe, it was okay, but it really didn't do the job right. And then the next movie that he's in, we get a new figure of him, and it's absolutely outstanding. That didn't happen here, and I'm a little disappointed. I mean, if it really comes down to it, and I end up seeing a more in-person shot of it, and I see enough differences, I'll pick it up. But just as of right now, with the way this lineup is going on, the just right now, this is looking like an easy pass for me.
Yeah, although the two guns thing is actually tempting me really badly. The thing that miffed me the most about the Age of Extinction figure is that why did he only come with one gun and like two of those little bomb thingies that weren't even in the movie, or were going to but never made it?
Yeah.
And I thought they were like, what are these, like smaller guns? How the heck do you get them to stay in his hands? What the heck?
Yeah, those things piss me off too.
Pain in the arse to get them to store in his little trench coat thing. I don't know, it's probably just your mileage may vary with from figure to figure, but
which is funny.
Yeah.
Of all the characters in Age of Extinction, Hound and Crosshairs were really battling it out for me in the end.
I liked Hound. I think he was like, actually, yeah, it's Hound, and then after him, Drift. Drift just emanated Japanese badassery, whereas Hound was just simply just a badass.
But yeah, John DiMaggio, everybody. Moving on. Yet another repaint.
Yep.
And once again, the colors are all right in the robot mode, but the colors shine in the mode that matters, and that is the beast, or not the beast mode, the dino mode.
Oh yeah, it's a bit closer to it's definitely closer to how he looked in the movie, but not quite there.
Yeah, not quite there, but it's getting close.
Oh yeah.
Give me a second. I need a fanboy. Oh my fucking god.
Shut up and take my money.
Exactly. Like, just, oh my god, dude.
The
This,
flame
like,
effect alone is reason enough to get this figure.
just Jesus fucking Christ,
Not to
dude.
mention that, we never got a leader class scaled Galvatron figure.
Yeah, that kind of made me mad, but it's
Yeah.
whatever in my eyes. I cannot fucking wait to have this in hand. This is a badass design, and I'm so happy that it's translating super well into
Oh
plastic.
yeah. Yeah, and I'm probably gonna I'm gonna call this. He's probably gonna die and come back as Galvatron again because I don't know. It's just a hunch I have. Is I mean he was Galvatron last movie, now suddenly Megatron again. So I guess Hasbro's like, hey, we need to keep the license for the name Galvatron. I know. Let's make Megatron die again. Then come back as Galvatron. Perfect. I don't know. That's maybe I'm just being silly, paranoid, whatever, what have you. But
Which I'm fine with. Sorry, my phone went off. Anyways, yeah. Wow.
that axe thing looks pretty cool. Almost
It's
looks like
actually,
it could double as a katana.
it's
Who do you want?
actually supposed
Tell me.
to be a sword.
Sword? Huh. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Oh, and speaking of how, as I mentioned before,
Yeah, this is a major step down from what was the Age of Extinction Voyager.
I don't know. I actually like it. Much better proportions.
I'm. I don't know, man. I guess I just gotta see it in hand before I really start to judge it, but man, that is an odd looking figure. The vehicle mode looks great, but
Oh yeah.
just the robot mode is. I don't know.
Like I said, I like it. Maybe I'm just easily impressed, but okay, I'm definitely gonna get this Megatron too because I have Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. Oh, and wait, I don't want to get ahead of myself. Spoiler alert. But yeah, I think he'll definitely go good with some other movie Voyager figures.
If I do the Voyager version, I'm going to make it into somebody else, but I will definitely say the leader and the Voyager, they look really, really good.
Oh yeah,
As far as which one I would actually recommend over the other, just based off of these images right now, hands down the one you're going to want as the leader.
oh yeah. I'm definitely gonna get both because I have like different size to Optimus Prime figures. I don't know, like the way I have my movie figures organized on the shelves. Like I have the taller figures, like leader class figures, on one shelf, and like figures that are like scale wise, like a movie scale accuracy. I have like figures that go well with them, like Voyager Ratchet, Jazz, or Ironhide, whatever. I probably just have to show this eventually, like in either one of my own videos or something. Got it. I have to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
On
gonna,
that note,
I'm not gonna
okay.
on the Voyager because the Voyager, like, I can't deny a good-looking figure just because I feel there's a superior one already coming out, but there is one that I feel is going to be far more superior. And honestly, if the scaling is right on the leader, my Armor Knight and my and the last night leader Megatron, those two are going to look really good on the shelf.
Oh yeah.
And then the winner of the Voyagers.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to get that figure. Yeah.
Just Jesus fucking Christ. Look at this figure overall. Like everybody was all like, "Well, dude, look at the Dino mode alone." I'm like, no, guys, look at this figure as a whole. Holy fucking shit! This is the one that pulled the Revenge of the Fallen Prime.
And for everybody who's viewing this, take a shot every time Josh says "fucking." For real, I'm just like, oh, that bomb's there. But anyway, he's a little too red for my taste. I think he could be nice. Give the red a little bit, match how it looked in the movie, well, in Age of Extinction. But as a whole, definitely a lot better looking.
Yeah, just either way, this is a really good looking figure, and I cannot wait to have it. So with that said, is that it? Yep, that's it for that end of Age of Extinction. So let's move on and start talking about.
Wait, there's one other figure that. We still on Age of Extinction or something going on to a different topic?
That's gonna be in a separate vlog type of thing that I'm gonna do. We're moving on, and we're pretty much going straight into Titans Return with this.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you missed the Voyager Optimus Prime.
I have my own gripes with that.
I still want to get it though.
Now, anyways, moving on. Titans Return, Full Tilt. This is the figure that they're clearly going to use to kind of shoehorn Trypticon into the Titans Return line, because Titans Return is essentially the return of Headmasters, as well as the return of the Titans. So with that said, we have Full Tilt here. From what I understand, he's a deluxe-sized figure that's coming with Trypticon. There's his robot mode, kind of just standing there stock still, all stoic-like. And there's the vehicle mode.
Oh, nice.
I'll give my opinion on Full Tilt at the very end of this bit, where we kind of pull it all together for one big talk about as far as Trypticon goes. But yeah, there's the vehicle mode. There's his Headmaster's robot mode, which looks pretty cool. The head. Sorry.
I said is the Titan Master head could definitely use a little paint, but this. Yeah, anyway, that's all I have to say about the last picture.
Yeah, and the head. Wow. Anyways.
Ooh.
This is the battle station mode, I believe.
Battle station / city, whatever. That looks schmexy as heck.
Yeah, it really does. Like, okay, where do I begin with this thing? I'm digging the fact that they did not try to get creative with it. They just said straight up, "Yo, you guys wanted an update to G1 Trypticon? Here you go." And I love that for the fact that it's the G1 Trypticon City mode, but at the same time, it's the G1 Trypticon City mode. Not everyone's gonna love this.
Really hoping to get it on maybe some premium. Not just good.
We might.
Well,
This is an image. Yeah, this is an image that kind of shows him playing off the gimmick. This is the mode where he wins.
Then a bunch of G1 diehard fan nerds jizzed in their pants.
Yeah.
C-section.
And there's his spaceship mode.
The Nemesis!
Yes, the Nemesis. Fuck the bullshit. Hold on. Now that I'm looking at it, see that orange piece of translucent plastic?
Uh-huh.
Think back to FOC. There you go.
I've only seen the playthrough of the video game in movie format once, so my memory's pretty rusty. So
Well, for those of us who still remembers how the ending of the game went, yeah, this is the Nemesis. So my overall opinion on everything with Triptychon so far. Full tilt, while I understand the role he plays in the final product, he needs more paint. He's
yeah,
way
he's
too.
definitely very lacking.
Yeah, he's really lacking in the paint department, but design wise, I really hope we get a mainline version of him as a different character. Because I.
Swerve. That's what he looks like to me. This whole body mold.
Sure, why not? Swerve.
Swerve or Gears. Just screaming one of those two. Granted, they're supposed to be rather smaller characters, but hey, if you don't mind him being a bit larger, deluxe class scale, then there you go, Hasbro. Fans just gave you an idea.
Yeah, and I mean, like, just, as of right now, full tilt, I can't be too hard on him right now, but all I'm going to say is he could look better right now. Vehicle mode, you really can't tell what that's supposed to be.
It's a military type of gun vehicle looking thing that has no windows.
Exactly, and just like this clearly plays off the whole "I'm a Cybertronian vehicle"
So I don't
thing.
need windows.
Exactly, where that's going to please some people, it's not going to please others. You get the picture. You already know how I feel about this little headmaster. The headmaster's pretty cool, but the head's where it's at. The city mode. See, this is the mode that I find myself flip flopping with him the most. I love the fact it's G1 accurate, but I hate the fact that it's G1 accurate because it feels lazy as shit. Like, just I don't know. How do you feel about the city mode?
I like it. I really do like it. I mean, I just think like while Metroplex and Fort Mac, while they're the same mold, just like it's tooling differences. I just look at their city modes and like that looks nothing like a city. It looks like a mutilated robot with its limbs sprawled out. I don't know. It's somehow that looks cool to me, but this actually looks a bit more like an actual city or a battle station to me.
Yeah, and I can definitely agree with you there.
Offense Fort Max.
Just
All he needs is Octane, which we're gonna be getting.
this Triptychon in his giant dino mode. Oh my lord! Why didn't this happen sooner?
Right? I mean, we could have done that with the Generations Thrilling 30 with the Metroplex, which I missed out on, and I hate myself for that.
I'm.
And they could have given us Scorponok or something, since they're Titan Masters or Headmasters, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, and I definitely do agree there, and I'm hoping we're going to see him somewhere down the line. But
he may not be a headmaster though, because we're probably going to retain the gimmick of that particular toy line, whatever it may be. But even that.
But yeah, bearing all that in mind, the Dynamo is just aesthetically dead perfect. I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. I needed this yesterday.
Needed this.
and clearly enough, showing off the fact that he can store the tide masses in his mouth, which looks more like he's eating them or upchucking them.
To me, it looked like he was burping around like
Exactly.
C-section.
The nemesis is just
The nemesis.
give this to me now. I need this figure in my life.
I need it.
We got a SpongeBob reference.
Ah!
Oh God, please don't do that again. But yeah, there we go. There's Triptychon. Now we're getting into this side of things that kind of disappoint me, but at the same time, I'm really happy for it. We're starting with Nautica.
She's mistransformed.
Yeah, you can clearly tell she's mistransformed here, but how do I put this? I'm happy we're getting Nautica. I'm really, really happy we're getting Nautica.
I have no idea who she is.
She's a comic character.
Okay, I thought this whole set was supposed to reference like a Transformer Cybertron or something. And that it was like to cater fans of that. So I was like,
No, this is actually a comic book character.
okay.
And I love the look of this, but there's a reason why I'm also very upset about this. And I'll get into that when we reach the telltale end of showing everything off.
Oh yeah.
The vehicle mode looks pretty cool. I mean, if you have Titans of Turn Blur, it's essentially the same figure, just with VTOL fans attached to it.
Oh yeah. Really amazing. Amazing figure.
Yeah, it's a cool looking figure. I will not lie there.
Not
Quick
six.
swing.
Which I do have that figure. He's awesome.
You can leave me alone now.
Oh yes, that's fine. Alan.
But yeah, anyways, quick switch. He's kind of already where the set feels really disappointing, because I was really, really hoping we would see something else out of him.
In terms of what?
I was just kind of hoping we would get a different character out of the six shot mold. Like, I would have loved to see a great shot out of him. But no, we ended up with Quick Switch. Which I'm fine with that. At least Quick Switch is finally getting some love. But just come on. Just something way more to differentiate them than just the head, please.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not shitting on it, but at the same time, come on, Hasbro.
In the comics, was he pretty much just an Autobot counterpart to Six Shot?
I believe in actual lore, Quick Switch was the counter to Six Shot, which is why he's a Six Shot repaint, even though back in G1 he was not a Six Shot repaint, he was his own figure. It's hard to explain Quick Switch. I don't know enough about him, which is probably why I'm really leaning towards not getting this set.
Gotcha.
But yeah, here's his. Specifically with him, they show off one of his alternate modes, that being the tank mode. It's alright.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought about the original version of that mold. I'm just like,
I'm pretty sure I'll like it more on Six Shot, but that's just me. I'm more of a fan of Six Shot than I am of Quick Switch. moving on, where I thought for sure me wanting to get this set was gonna be thrown back into the positive light of things. Fastlane, who is a brand new Legends mold.
Oh, cool.
Except we may not see this mold outside of box sets.
Right. If we do, it's he's probably gonna look ridiculous in terms. He's probably gonna get the brainstorm treatment, where like he looks great with the San Diego Comic Con exclusive set. Then then when he was in mass retail, it's only as a Walgreens exclusive, and I'm not crazy about figures being redecoed into their original toy color schemes. It's probably why I've been so I don't know. I guess not wanting to get the that particular figure because I'm happy with the Thrilling 30 brainstorm figure that I have.
Of course, I said
That's just me.
I said the same thing, and when I saw Brainstorm in hand for Titan the Turd, I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. I bought it on the spot, and I fell in love with the figure overall, which that figure's review is actually coming up very soon.
I am a fan of that mold though, like the mold that he's retooled from and based off of.
The blur mold, yeah, it's
Yeah.
a really really good mold. But yeah, that's a robot. There's the vehicle, and the vehicle is literally the laziest piece of shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's the vehicle mode. It's literally just Fastlane laying down and taking a nap.
That's pretty much what I thought of Scrapnel's Target Master partner thing from the what was it, Thrilling 30 line. Yeah, like it's just robot mode, camera mode, face plant.
Yeah, that's how it went.
Well, I have it right here. Okay. Gotta transform him out of his blaster mode first. Okay. Robot mode, face plant, camera mode.
But yeah, BC needs to really avoid raging at this right now.
Scourge.
This is essentially Hasbro releasing a figure in the color scheme it should have been released in as the main retail version.
Oh yeah. Could have at least have done a half-assed looking color scheme. Then like have it be an exclusive box set, just have them in that color scheme.
I'm sorry, I don't care what Hasbro's reasoning is. This should have been what we got as the retail version. This looks exactly like G2 Prime. Rant over. I'm not even gonna bother.
Yeah, I just don't like the arms just very clearly, visibly sticking up from the sides. That's what puts me off the most about some of these Titan Master figures. That's why I haven't gotten Scourge, because like his head makes his head really blocky. I'm like, I'm happy with my stealth bomber looking version from the original Generations line.
I will not lie. Some part of me actually really, really wanted that original G1 aesthetic. So I have the Titan's Return version, and I hated on that mold for so fucking long. And when I finally got it, I was like, damn it, this is actually a good toy. because
So, like, is it possible to actually pop the arms off of his head, his Titan Master?
I'm too terrified to try.
I know, like, there's at least one Titan Master, one figure that I have from the Titan Return line that whose arms pop off pretty easily. They're on ball joints, but the Hot Rod figure from this line, I got it a couple weeks ago, and to see if he looks better, more his head looks more streamlined or whatever with the arms off. I was trying to pop them off, but they wouldn't budge. Or they wouldn't come off. So I'm like, okay, I don't, I'm not going to continue on with this. I don't want to look at this.
So bearing that in mind, there's this head's robot mode.
Looks like it doesn't even match the color scheme for the Hot Rod figure.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't look like it does, but at the same time,
Like the very maroon color, and Hot Rod is, red.
exactly. And
I mean, the maroon color is, G1 cartoon accurate and everything. Don't get me wrong. We're getting another Cosmos.
yeah, apparently Cosmos is getting re-released, which I'm okay with. It gives people another chance to get this mold.
Oh yeah, and I love that figure. Like when I finally decided to get it, I couldn't find him anywhere, and then just one day I was at Walmart, I was like, oh my gosh, yoink!
Right, I was the exact same way. I did not want to wait anymore. I swiped it up and I went home.
Oh yeah. There's at least one other figure. Oh yeah, Swerve. I was like, I didn't want to get him initially for I can't remember the reason, but when I finally decided to want to get him, I couldn't find him anywhere. And when I found him, yoink! Blitzwing. I definitely want to get this figure. I have the Thrilling 30 figure. Mine is a loose, floppy mess. I like it. Yeah, somehow the shoulders not tabbing in and stuff, not tabbing in securely. It doesn't bother me as much as most people are, but I still like if I get the Blitzwing figure from this Titan Return Blitzwing figure that is sturdy. I'm definitely gonna pick that up and store my older Blitzwing figure away.
I'm probably gonna end up doing the same thing because starting with the jet mode, this jet mode, proper G1 Blitzwing, where he's mostly purple in jet mode.
And if we're speaking in terms of the toy, it's pretty blocky looking too. I imagine the toy is very blocky looking.
Yes, exactly. The toy was very blocky looking, just naturally. The robot mode, dear fucking God, this is perfection.
I imagine if people are watching this and are doing the shots, the game that I suggested, they're probably very hammered at this point. but yeah, continue.
Blame Mr. Bees over here.
Guilty.
Very guilty. Anyways, I love the robot mode. I'm just leaving it at that. The robot mode is fantastic.
I concur.
The tank mode, it could be better. It could be better, but it's a triple changer, so he's not going to be perfect.
I like it. I like it just a little bit more than the Thrilling 30 Blitzwing.
The Thrilling 30 Blitzwing was just a debacle of a friggin' toy. But that's just me.
Who's that?
Believe it or not, this is a Titan Master retail release out of Ramhorn.
I remember thinking myself, we really need to get a Ramhorn figure. This wasn't what I had in mind.
Exactly.
I want a freaking cassette/tablet thing. But it's that guy.
You can clearly tell it's the same mold as Fastlane, but redone as a wolf.
This is a Legends class figure?
Yes, this is supposed to be a Legends figure.
Oh. I I'm still gonna get it anyway. I was hoping it'd be a deluxe class figure, but I'm not. Prior experience tells me that like whenever I judge a Legends class figure for not being good by my standards, only to find out that it was really good and I missed out on it, I'm gonna pick him and his brother.
Yeah, this is a pretty decent looking robot. The wolf is just a mess.
Yeah, not perfect.
This fucking figure has been tempting me because I refuse to buy unnecessary repaints. This is an unnecessary repaint I'm really starting to want.
That's an unnecessary repaint that I can easily pass up on, especially since I'm unfamiliar with the character.
The character is in a
Blackjack. Looks like Blackjack was turned into a crocodile.
The character Croc is actually a G1 Action Master.
Oh yeah, now I remember. Yeah, I remember reading about that.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just not. I don't care. Like I don't care enough about the character, but God, this figure looks good. Yeah, just it looks so good. It looks so good. If like, I'll accept it as a gift, but I will not buy it.
Looks like something you get as a convention exclusive, like from BotCon or something.
He kind of does, and that's what really strikes me with him.
It looks like Toxitron's color scheme too. I just remember that.
Yeah, it kind of does. And then there's this bastard.
It will go perfectly with Trypticon. And I'm not going to go any further because of the very racial stereotype laden that the pair were featured in.
But yeah, I think it's safe to say, finally, I have been dying to see a proper G1 rendition of Octane.
I remember he was renamed Tankor in the Universe 2.0 line. Like, how good of a figure was that? I missed out on him. In fact, I didn't even get fully into G1, at that time yet.
Depending on who you are, some people said it was a fantastic figure. Some people said the figure was crap.
I figure I'm pretty sure that I would have liked it.
I mean, if I can find my old one, then I would definitely tell you whether or not if it's worth it. But I don't know, man. This one looks a lot better.
Oh yeah, and I guess I noticed that he also has the little pop-up head thingies on the sides, which the G1, no, not the G1, the figures like the Sentinel Prime and Astro Train and like a couple other figures had. I think Prime and Megatron have those as well.
Yeah, pretty much all the Voyagers are going to have some kind of head gimmick.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so I guess if you like that little gimmick and prefer him to have a thicker head, then there you go. But I prefer that he don't look like that.
Exactly. I'm just going to keep his regular head. Anyways, moving on from here, here's the truck mode, which is... The truck mode is clearly where this mold wins, as far as the vehicles go.
Mm-hmm.
The jet, it's okay, but it's nothing super amazing.
Oh, Overlord, okay. I was like, what the heck is that?
My Master Force fanboy is like just screaming right now. Like, how obvious is it that I love the fact that this is even reality. Personally, I kind of hope they figured out a way to have him do the jet tank that he turned into in the comics. I hope they figured out a way to do that here. But if they didn't, then, oh well. It's something I could probably piece together in the future.
Maybe. Yes.
Here's the jet mode. And the jet mode is pretty cool. I'm just gonna leave it at that. The jet mode is pretty cool.
Yeah, I gotta admit, it actually does look cool, even though I'm completely unfamiliar with who that guy is.
Did you watch Master Force?
I have not. I haven't even watched the original, the Headmasters, the Japanese Headmasters cartoon.
Damn, dude, you are missing out on who is honestly one of the most badass Decepticon leaders we have ever seen.
I'll take your word for that.
Yeah, this dude's a beast, and I'm excited to finally have a version of him on my shelf.
Yeah, I definitely have been wanting to watch the Headmasters cartoon, but I have no idea. I know it's been released on DVD. You were here in America with subtitles, but I missed out on that.
Obviously. I actually have the DVD set. Yeah.
And another repaint.
Quake. I actually don't care for this one at all. Like, I'm familiar with the character of Quake. He was a double target master. But just this figure overall, I just don't care about it. I really don't.
Another Optimus Prime.
Continue nerd rage, continue nerd rage. So here is Magnus Prime.
Magnus Prime.
He is the Takara version of the Power Master Prime being released here. Hasbro, why the fuck didn't you just release this in the first place?
Right? Well, I'm saying that like on behalf of the fans who are familiar with that iteration of Optimus Prime, because I have no idea who he is, so I'm just playing like, okay.
Once again, he's one of those characters where if you gotta watch Master Force to understand why he's badass.
Okay. Chase, I think that's what his name is.
Technically Roadburn, but yeah, that's Chase.
Yeah, he had to get his name changed, and he has a different head sculpt from his character model for whatever reason. That's what I've read. I'm gonna pick him up. I definitely will, because he appeared in the cartoon. That's reason enough for me.
Yeah, exactly. I'm picking it up entirely for the fact that it's a fucking throttle bot.
I wonder if Hasbro needs to release a repainted version of the Legends Class Bumblebee from this line in gold. I don't care if they opt to not give him a new head sculpt, just simply paint it just that blue color. I mean, if they do give him a new head sculpt, that'd be great. As long as we get a gold bug, and we need a cliff jumper. You can't make a Bumblebee figure without it repainting it into cliff jumper. You know?
Yeah, agreed.
Missed out on the Legends Class cliff jumper figure that was repainted of the Reveal the Shield Legends Bumblebee or Gold Bug. Regret it.
Honestly, if I had my choice of which ones I'd rather have between that little Legends figure and the Deluxe Classics figure that came out way back, I would have wanted the Classics figure. Oh wait! I got it at BotCon 2015. That's a regret scratched off my list.
Yeah, I got the Reveal the Shield Bumblebee figure that came. That was the repaint of the redeco of the classics Bumblebee. I really like it.
Yeah, I have that one too. It's a really good figure. Sea spray.
I am
And
totally
together.
getting it. I'm totally getting that.
Yeah, I'm totally getting this. This is awesome.
I missed my Hunt for the Decepticons Sea Spray figure. I had to sell it because I needed money.
Which is understandable.
Yeah, really miss it. And I even got the little Legends or Scout class figure. I can't remember his name. Reach, I think. That goes with him. Like he can fit in the onto him in his boat mode.
Yeah,
I had to sell him as well. To get money.
but yeah, this new sea spray, it's perfect. It's so.
What is he carrying? Those pizzas are Energon cubes.
I have no idea. I think it's supposed to be kind of
Oceanic pizza delivery.
Okay, then apparently we gotta go back to this thing to get to the truck mode. Do I have to talk about this? Do I really have to?
Well, since I don't know what the issue is with it, I guess I've just been hiding under a rock. So if you want to go into that rant,
this is a figure that Takara released because like we did our Power Master Prime, and he was a straight up retool of Combiner Wars Ultra of Leader Ultra Magnus from Combiner Wars, and I have the Power Master Prime. It's a really good retool out of Ultra Magnus. Japan took it a step further and completely redid how we did it, but made it way more show accurate. Clearly enough, Hasbro sat there like, oh hey, we should have did that. So now they were kind of boned because because clearly enough they wanted to bring it over here, but they didn't know how. The only way we're getting this Magnus Prime is in a box set.
oh, I hate it when they do shit like that.
It is a straight up middle finger to us as Transformers fans, and it pisses me off.
I can see and hear the Hasbro guys. They're just now watching us.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you guys. We're moving on. Now, this is one that, honestly, if I do somehow end up with it, I'll be happy. This is Metal Hawk out of Times Return Deluxe Trigger Happy. And
I have Trigger Happy. I picked him up. He was like, there's two of him and all the other of his wave mates at my Walmart. When I finally had cash, I'm like, oh sweet, just one left. Yoink! Great figure.
And I have a thing here. I like this mold in these colors, but I don't like it enough to buy it in a box set.
Oh yeah, I do dig the color scheme. I don't even fully know who Metal Hawk is. I've read like a panel. Like I have some of the comics like in the form of a graphic novel that my best friend got for me for a birthday a couple years ago. I remember him being introduced, or at least introduced from my point of view, because I don't know who the heck he is. I can't remember what he looked like. Did he look exactly like that, or?
He looked a little bit more stylized, but yeah, this is generally pretty close to what he looked like. And again, this is a character that was in Master Force. He was a G1 pretender.
Yeah, I remember the Pretenders. Well, I've heard of them, and from what I gather, like, are they like Pretenders? Like, they're actually. I mean, I know they're disguised as people or humans, whatever. But when they you get rid of, then they shed off their human disguise. Are they actually human-sized robots, or do they just magically grow into transformer-sized
Yes,
robots?
they grow into transformer-sized robots. It's you'd have to watch. You'd have to watch Master Force in order to understand it a little better.
It's morphin' time. Who's this guy? Oh, tidal wave. Okay, I just had to read the little caption underneath the photo.
Yeah, and I'm 50-50 on this.
Is this just a straight up reference to the Armada tidal wave, or this?
Yes,
Okay, yeah.
this is a straight up reference to Armada Tidal Wave.
Kill it before it breathes.
And the saddest part is, I love the work.
It's a straight up repaint retool of Broadside, which I have yet to find in stores.
Exactly, and I don't know. It's another figure that I'm pretty damn sure I'm not going to be able to own because I don't want to pay the ridiculous amount of money for a fucking box set.
Oh yeah, I feel you there.
Yeah, exactly. That's Quake. Here's Quake's head. Here's the head in its robot. Blitzwing's head. The little robot. Overlord's head.
Got a really big nose.
The robot.
That not Squidward or something?
Twin Twist's head.
Squidward.
Topspin's head. The robot. Croc's head. The robot.
Octane.
Octane. Windblade, which was a welcome surprise. This irks me a little bit. This is Thunderwing. He's coming in a box set as well. And he's only going to be the head. This will not get a body. And I'm so fucking mad about that.
So whose body is he intended to attach to?
Somebody's probably going to repaint a Sky Shadow body to make it a Thunderwing body. I dig his little robot mode though. I don't know why. I really like the look of that.
Okay, I can understand that.
Topspin. Which is totally awesome. Twin Twist! Yeah, this makes me excited entirely because of the fact that I love the Wreckers.
It's pretty badass looking guns.
Yeah, those guns are pretty badass looking. It's a drill tank.
Double drill tank of death.
Exactly. I don't know. I guess it's just the fact that I love Japanese giant robots, and one of the things that they always kind of did was the drill tank. And so yeah, I love this. This looks totally awesome to me. Okay, talk. How do you feel about this?
She looks like she's been hanging around the same donut shop as the Dark of the Moon later class Bumblebee figure. She looks like she's a little chunky, especially in the legs. Makes me wish I didn't pass up the Thrilling 30 Windblade now. Picked one up for my best friend. He loves the figure. Now I'm just like, shit, I should have got one for myself.
No, don't bother. Dude, the Warrior is a better toy. The RID Warrior is a significantly better toy.
Yeah. Swords look pretty cool though.
And that's pretty much it. Because for whatever reason they did not release to us what her vehicle mode is going to look like. And again, more crap that I really don't want to go into. So, do we want to go into what the hell? Here's page. Ah, here we are. Here is the Legion Cyclonus.
Looks like she got run over by a steamroller.
Exactly. Once again, these are figures I usually don't bother with.
Yeah.
And you can clearly see why. These are very, very, very lazy figures.
I honestly have lost interest in Robots in Disguise just after a few episodes. I'm still trying to get myself to try and force myself through watching the show because I learned that after learning that Soundwave, it comes back. I'm like, oh my god, I need to watch. I need to catch up on the series now.
He lasted all of one episode.
Jeez, thanks for spoiling it for me. I mean, I saw that they went as far as getting him a brand new toy, like a toy that looks very. Pretty much his fall Cybertron vehicle mode and robot mode, just with his prime head sculpt.
Yeah, and honestly, like just due to the fact that we're seeing a new Warrior Soundwave out of this line, pretty much goes to show he's coming back in the show. Anyways, here's Windblade, the repaint of Warrior Windblade in its robot mode and in its jet mode. The jet mode looks better. The robot mode.
Where's your face?
Legion Hate Seeker. I don't know. This guy.
Inferno. Basically, it's Bisk with hypothermia.
It's. You'd have to watch RID to understand why this is so huge for me. Like, just, dude, it's fucking Thermidor. Vehicle mode, and then that's basically it. So, that pretty much brings Toy Fair coverage to an end.
Were there some Masterpiece figures revealed? I remember Movie Bumblebee. Definitely getting a...
Yeah, Movie B. Honestly, just it really wasn't shown off enough that I didn't feel it was worth really going into right now. I might go into it later. Just just that's something I definitely gotta. That's something I definitely really gotta look at before I really give my final thoughts on it.
Oh yeah. And so in the pictures from what I'm seeing of it, I'm like, oh my gosh, if this thing doesn't cost an arm and a leg and a quart of blood, I'm definitely gonna pick that up because it looks.
How do I put this?
I wonder, I've noticed that, there's some Headmasters characters or Titan Master characters, whatever you want to call them, that were from the season 4 of Transformers cartoon, Ape Face. I wonder why they haven't made a proper figure of him yet. I mean, we got that little Titan Master figure of Ape Face, the little monkey, little gorilla thing transformed into a jet and a gun. Ever since I learned of this little undocumented little combination with Mind Wipe, I now want to get it just for the sole purpose of doing that. and yeah, I want to. They need to give us a proper. They need to give us, an ape face figure. From what I remember, from what I remember, he is a triple changing headmaster, transformed into a jet, a gorilla, and a robot, and his head can pop off, and you have a robot. I really want a figure so we can complete the animal-based headmaster Decepticon team. Oh, and I want to make a quick warning to those. I want to take this opportunity to. This is the Japanese Transformers Legends Weird Wolf figure. Those of you who are aware of the QC issue with the back cockpit hinge thing, breaking and cracking, this does suffer from that issue. Let's see if I can. Yeah, right there. I transformed this a few times before it actually broke. This part of the hinge broke completely off. This one over here is cracked, but I noticed that after this hinge broke off completely, it relieves just enough of the stress so that it doesn't break any further. So it still scares me every time I transform it, but if you don't mind just that one hinge, the yellow plastic hinge remaining, albeit cracked, then yeah. So yeah, bottom line is, regardless of who made this, Kara or Hasbro, they all suffer from the same QC issue. I went through 2 of these before just they're like, okay, I give up. I'm just gonna keep this figure.
See, it's funny because my weird wolf, who is actually standing right next to me right now, and I've been looking at it ever since I found out about that issue, and mine's been fine. I have no stress marks. I have no cracks.
And other reviewers like Bolt Matrix, I was just like, oh my god, it's gonna break. Oh my god, it's gonna break. It break. And he was really impressed with the figure, and I'm just like, what? Like all the other reviewers get perfect back or something, while everyone else got the shit end.
Yeah, exactly. I could kind of understand there. And bearing that in mind, check your Voyager Megatrons and your Voyager Primes from Wave 3, because the 2 I ended up getting, both were defective as all fucking hell. The chest panels that would fold up on them to swap them between their 2 forms, both were crooked right out of the box.
Yikes.
And there was no way for me to fix it. So be weary and just, hope and fucking pray you don't end up with a defect.
At this point, everybody watching this, taking part in the drinking game I suggested, are probably very, very hammered at this point.
Over here thinks they're funny. Well, luckily for you guys, I'm giving you guys a bit of a break because we're basically about to bring all of this to a close. Because honestly, it's late on my end. I actually got to get to bed. But
yeah,
I got tired of keeping silent about Toy Fair and such. So yeah, here's been the coverage for it, and that's another episode of BC Talks in the bag. Now, announcements. If you guys remember TV with BC, that is making a comeback, and I'm going to be dropping a new episode of that with my buddy Genimus Prime. I'm not 100% sure when it's going to happen, but I know for a fact it's going to happen. TV with BC is going to happen. BC Direct, on the other hand, my original podcast, is like I'm going to leave the original videos up, but as far as BC Direct as a series of videos goes, is canned. There will not be any more BC Direct episodes. There will not be any more videos regarded towards BC Direct. BC Direct is done for. It is now officially BC Talks. And what is honestly the biggest announcement out of all of these announcements, Transformers Evolutions has finally begun filming.
Yay.
So with all this said, Flaming Bee,
Flaming bees.
Flaming Bees. Do you have any announcements that you may want to make?
Not any like immediately.
Nothing that you can immediately think of. Okay. Watch, he's gonna be laying down late at night, and he's like, "Oh, I should have known."
Yeah, like Scott.
Great Scott.
Marty.
Yeah. Anyways, with all this said, guys, Flamin', you wanna do your outro?
Yep. This is Flaming Bees. Buzzing on out.
Guys, this is BC saying, "Stay nerdy, get your geek on." I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.